Hey team, I was talking to you guys a few days ago about convention, and I wanted to kind of make this little Zoom training because it's not too early to start planning for convention. I find that a lot of times we wait kind of till the last minute and then are like, oh crap, that goal I wanted is now like a week away, and we're like really hustling to get those last minute points. So I kind of want us to all avoid that this year. And I want you to thinking now about what kind of goals you have for convention. Even though we don't know what the prizes are or their point values yet, we'll find out in January. It's not too late to start planning and getting together an action plan for you and your team. So I'm going to show you last year's convention credit contest. So I'm going to share my screen with you. And I'm going to also make it bigger so you can see it. Okay, so what you're going to be seeing here, as soon as I can move it over, is you should see that you get points for sponsoring ambassadors on your levels 1, 2, 3, and 4. So I want you to go into this dreaming big. Do not think you get these goals by yourself. You don't. It's you and your team. So that's why it's so important to even start now with team building. Notice that you only get these with a welcome pack. That's why it's so important. There were many, many ambassadors that joined last year without a welcome pack. Not only do you not get these business building bonuses, but you also don't get credits for convention, and they can add up. You also get points. Last year it was 10 credits for sponsoring a new preferred customer that ordered over 50 PV. Now this is kind of cool because not only do you get credits if they're a new customer, but it also affects your PV. And you'll see down here last year, you got credits based on your PV for January, February, March, and April. So 4 months. So as I kind of walk you through our plan, we're going to be multiplying these by 4 because there are 4 months that you can earn credits. Now, this is what it was last year. I'm not saying that this is what it is going to be this year. I don't know, but I'm going to use this as a guide for you guys to learn how to make your plan. So one of the things I tell you guys all the time is dream big. So right here are the credits that you could earn. And I know a lot of times it's like, oh, I just want to get my registration refund. That's a great goal to have, but I don't want you to just settle for just your registration refund. I want you to go big. When I first started my first convention, it was in May, at the end of the May, and so I had only been an ambassador for 7, 8 months, and I wanted that top prize. And you know, I obviously did not get it, but getting to my goal, I want a lot of other things that I feel like if I would have settled with just a refund, I would not have pushed myself farther. So I want you to dream big. So I'm going to use this 300 travel voucher as our example because a lot of times that is kind of like the momentum maker in your business. It's a great goal to have if you're new. If you've been in Plexus a while and you have a larger team, shoot for these 2 top goals. Don't ever think that you can't have these top goals. These are not just for Jules. These are for you. These are for you growing your team, and I know that you can have them. So for this video, though, I'm going to use 1,600 credits because it's in the middle. And that 300 travel voucher means you would also get the winner's dinner, the registration refund, and it's a great place to be because it means you've grown your business. So you're thinking, well, that's great, 1,600 credits. How do I get there in, you know, the 4.5 months I have to raise credits? So we talked about the different ways you can earn credits. So what you need is a handy dandy calculator. You don't have to have one of these calculators. Mine's from Teaching Math. If you have a smartphone, there's a calculator on here. And what we're going to be doing is looking at our PV. I'm going to share my screen again for you. And if you are consistently getting a certain PV amount, then you can kind of guesstimate how many credits you're going to earn. Everybody should be at least at this 500 mark. I want to push you to be in these two top categories because look at the credit difference. So let's say that you earned 7,500 credits. Or 75 credits for your PV being between 500 and 999. So I'm going to pull up my calculator so you can see it. So let's go ahead and look at the calculator. Alright, so let's say 500 PV, 75 credits for 4 months, so we're going to times 4. That gives you 300 credits just in PV. Well, let's say you want that 1,600 credits for the travel voucher. Well, you have to look at what's the difference. So we're going to do 1,600 minus 300, and that's 1,300 credits we have to account for over these next 136 days. That's how many days there are in January, February, March, April, and half of May, because last year the contest went to the 15th. So let's see, if we divide this by 136, we find that we need about 10 new customers or 10 new ambassadors levels 1 through 4 per day. So this kind of gives you a game plan. Maybe you're looking at that and saying, wow, 10 new customers or level 1 through 4s is a lot. Well, then let's work on our PV. Let's get that PV pushed up to 1,000. Let's say you get 1,200 PV every month. So 1,200 PV, that gives you 150 credits each month. So 150 credits, and there's 4 months that counts. So that's 600 convention credits just for PV. If we're aiming for the 1,600 credits for the travel voucher, and we do our math, that's a 1,000-point difference. So we're going to divide it again by the 136 days. And you can see that now we only need about 8 people per day between customers and ambassadors. Don't think this is just ambassadors. This is also your preferred customers. What if, though, you have 2,500 PV or above? You really want to push towards this. During convention, 2,500 PV earns you 300 credits each month. So 300 credits times the 4 months, that's 1,200 credits. You're almost at that travel voucher just in your PV alone. And chances are you're getting new preferred customers during this time. So if we subtract that 1,600 minus that 1,200, that's a 400-point difference. And if we divide it by the 136 days, you can see now only we need 3 new preferred customers or ambassadors each day. So that's a huge difference from 10 or 8. And so you really need to have a game plan, because by not having a plan, then that's where it's hard to kind of gauge. So I want to encourage you and leave you with this. Look over last year's convention credit contest. Last year's was a little bit different than the year before, but there was still those credit breakdowns. I want you to start thinking right now, how can I push my team to grow? What am I doing to grow my PV, my customer base, and where do I want to end up? Do I want to go for the travel voucher? Do I want to go all in, go big, or go home? Start thinking about that plan right now. And we're going to continue this convention series with our next video tomorrow. So I hope that you guys have a great day, and I hope that this has encouraged you to really, really reach for those dreams, because I know that you guys can do it. I know that. I believe in you all, and have a great day.